So Ricky said, what are your thoughts on prop firms and which one would you recommend? So I can't recommend a specific prop firm. I don't align myself with any firm. My job is to teach people how to trade on their own, be self-sufficient, not rely on signals, not rely on a group chat. My job is to teach people systems that they can apply on their own or with a prop firm. However, I think over the last 6 years of me being involved pretty actively in the market and also online and social media in the trading space, you've seen this explosion of prop firms, and that can be very appealing. And why I think it's valuable, and I do recommend new traders that don't have capital to trade with, I recommend you look into prop firms, is because you don't want to go 10 years from now and look back on this day, this year, this time, and say, look at all that free money that was out there. Interest rates were low everywhere. Why did I think prop firms wouldn't work? You don't want to regret it, is what I'm saying. So if you're undercapitalized, maybe you're working a job and you're looking to get into trading, but you don't have the money to start a $10,000 or $15,000 or $20,000 trading account, and even that's not going to make you that much money. If you don't have that kind of money, prop firms are a great opportunity. And the beautiful thing about them is they all require a challenge. I would not trust a prop firm that just offers to fund you right off the jump. The thing about it is you have to prove to them and yourself that you can follow rules, be consistent, manage risk, and repeat it on a daily basis. If you can do that, it makes sense that they would fund you because you've now proven to yourself and to them that you can make money. But I don't think the prop firms that do no challenges and they just say they're going to fund you right away, I've never heard anybody actually making money from them or being able to get money out of that company. There are prop firms that I know that are paying traders out in our group. We've got guys in certain, I don't even say their names, but we've got guys in all the prop firms that you know by name, right? You've seen them on Instagram. You've seen them on other videos. We've got guys in ASFX that have passed the challenges and are doing well with them. So it's really about having a system. If you have a system that you can follow every day with rules that tell you how to trade, how to manage your trades, how much you should risk on each trade, how to grade each trade, all of that. If you have that laid out, then a prop firm can be a great opportunity to see if you actually have what it takes. And then it takes a lot of risk off your own plate. If you had to, I'll give you my personal example. Over the years, I've grown my own trading account. From 6 years ago, I've always been trading it and adding money to it as I make money from the other things that I've done. So there, I'm risking my hard-earned money every day when I'm trading. Versus if you were at a prop firm, you don't have to save up 100 grand, 200 grand to trade your own money and then potentially lose it all. If you can prove to them that you can trade well, they have the connections and the liquidity that can give you that capital. And then you share the returns with them, of course. I think that if I was just getting into trading, I would definitely be looking into a prop firm right now. And I would do a lot of research on it. And I would do, I would look at YouTube reviews. I would look for verified reviews. And I would try to find who's the most legit. Because then if you can actually get that to work and you can prove to them that you're a good trader, you pass the challenges, what happens? You're trading with the capital that you wanted without the risk of it being your own money. So as some traders want to trade multi-million-dollar accounts, if they do that with their own money, they have to make that money first. They have to earn that money, which means they have to pay taxes on it. So it takes even longer to get there. Versus if you were just trading with a prop firm, you don't have to make $1 million, pay 400 grand in taxes, then only have 600 grand, and then you got to make another $1 million, then you have 1.2, and then you got to live at the same time. So it's potentially a great path for people that are undercapitalized and don't have the connections to get capital. There's a couple of guys here on our stream and in our trading system that have connections to guys that have a lot of money. Those people might not need a prop firm because they can start their own little private management company and they can do it that way, or their own little hedge fund, whatever you want to do. I think if you don't have those connections, it's never a bad idea to look into these prop firms and see what the opportunity could be for you. So, okay, Vin said waiting for an A1 on GJ. You're probably not going to get it, bro, because you're going to need to get through the 200, the 50, and the 21 and the 8 are going to need to cross up. So I probably would say you're not going to get that. This looks like it's probably headed towards the 800. Loving the streams. I'm in the middle of doing my back testing this week via the back testing course. Was wondering what your top 5 pairs to trade are. Nice, Nathaniel. I would say GU, GA, GCAD, EuroCAD, Euro USD. GJ is in there, GN is in there. Those are my pairs that I would trade, the ones that I would focus on the most. Mitchell said, finished the A1 course recently and started the advanced course, but struggling to grasp the D1, so going back to the A1 to grasp it. Yep, that's the best way to do it. I tell everybody you should watch all of it. Watch the A1, watch the D1, watch the D2 parts of the course, and then go back and really practice the A1, really get into it, get into the nitty gritty. But don't just ignore the D1 and the D2 because it plays a part even in the A1 system. The divergence is important to be able to identify that. So I wouldn't just watch the A1 and then ignore the D2. If you bought the starter pack and you're watching all the courses, finish them. Get it all under your belt, but then be willing to go back and rewatch it. That is such an annoying thing to me. It annoys the shit out of me that people don't want to rewatch the courses. I've said that already on the stream today because I've talked to a lot of people about it over the weekend. It's like, why does your ego, why is it so big that you think you can just watch something once and understand it? Like, have some humility. There's the people that I'm like, y'all need to eat some mushrooms and learn who you really are. GU headed towards that 800. EU coming down. There you go. ECAD breaking out now a little bit. Not a bad idea here. But with that swapping TDI being overbought, EMAs could be better. It's definitely not an A setup, that's for sure. Not an A setup. Yash, I took an A1 entry 7 hours ago on AUDJPY. Can you tell me what grade? Yep. So here, it's a good looking TDI. I'm not sure where you took the entry because I don't see a great opportunity. This, again, it's always about the technicals. That body is not off the 21 EMA, so this could not be a 2-candle formation that I would trade. That's not valid. This, if you're trying to trade this, that's inside the Asian range, so maybe you trade from there and you're trading it up towards the 800. Not a big fan of that, but I think I could understand that more than this one. This 2-candle formation is not valid because it's not off the 21. Yeah, Tim, you got it, man. That's it. AUDJPY is also not a pair that I love. Yash, it's not a pair that trades really well through our testing. It can, but it's not a great one, in my opinion. Makes sense. We'll carry on watching. Rest and cheers. Yeah, man. Absolutely. And keep showing up for the streams. I'm going to do this almost every day unless I'm traveling or doing something because I want you guys to see it live. You know what I mean? Like here on GJ, this is really important for everyone to understand. This could have induced you long, but if you're being aware of the downshift, if you're aware of the bearish divergence on top, you're not getting in. I'm not long. I didn't get sucked into this, and then I would have lost money today. Or I'd be moving my stop loss, hoping that it bounces and comes higher. Hoping is the worst trading strategy in the world. For real. You could quote tweet me on that one, Laura, or anybody here. Quote tweet me on that. Hoping is the worst trading strategy in the world.